Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a brand new edition of Twin Brothers from Different Mothers and Phillips. Neil Portnoy sitting in the studios of Go Live Vegas, right in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada, the snow-free part of the country where we are going to see almost 70 degrees today. Sorry, East Coast, what can I tell you? Neil, how are you, sir?
Good. Are we going to see any armored trucks across the street and police?
No,
and
not
all that?
today. No, that was
last week.
It's only on Tuesdays.
On Tuesday?
At 10 o'clock in the
All right.
morning. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Our phone number is 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to come into the studio if you're outside the United States, like our friend in Denmark, Healy. Hope you're listening. 855-502-4321. Press option 1 in both cases to come right to the studio. Our chat rooms are being monitored. Of course, you can send us a live tweet using hashtag Twin Brothers Vegas. I have shout-outs already. Of course, Lisa Mascari, Debbie, they're all in the chat room. We appreciate you guys listening. By the way, Lisa, you were the winner of our Hulk Hogan picture in our giveaway during our TCA show this morning, so I got to get that to you as well.
Is he still alive?
My
Hulk Hogan?
God.
Yeah, you'd never know it.
Oh.
Sitting in studio, our guest coming up is a wonderful entertainer, someone that was new to both of us, courtesy Barbara Brighton reached out, as courtesy of Ron Garrett, who, by the way, next Saturday, you and I are going to be guests on his show.
I'll try to limit the amount of speech coming from his mouth. Because you know me. I'll take over the show.
No, not you.
No.
Anyway, so Lou Gazzara from the East Coast, Southern Jersey guy, made his way out here not too long ago. And
Am I going to get teamed up on with 2 New Jersey people and 1
hey,
Bostonian?
you might, unite. You might. Although but part of Jersey he's from, he's got to
Philly.
be an Eagles fan,
Yeah.
Flyers fan. Although were you originally born in New York too, or was that your dad? That was your dad, right? Oh, your mom. Okay, so he's probably a Phillies guy and all that. So, see, he's shaking his head. So, do I know the geography? So, unfortunately, there's still going to be that border north-south kind of stuff even in New Jersey.
Okay.
So,
I'm like north of that or east of that?
you,
Where I'm from.
where you're from,
Geography
you're,
is not my stronghold.
You're way north.
Oh, way north.
Way north.
What, 2 states? What?
You're like almost the North Pole.
I felt it during the
I
winter
bet
over
you
there.
did. Hey, listen, by the way, you notice on our screen behind us, we do not have posted our regular Twin Brothers banner. This is in honor of Super Bowl, which we'll talk about here in a second for the big game tomorrow.
Yep,
but
tomorrow.
Some illustrator or somebody or something that I know did this thing. So why don't you talk about it?
Well, I illustrated this, finished it yesterday. TB12 and Patrick Mahomes with both coaches. It'll be showcased on the CBS affiliate, Channel 8 here,
Courtesy of
courtesy of
Chris Matthews.
Chris Matthews, who reached out to me, a little interview about some of the work I do at Portnoy Gallery.
Right.
And then it's also going to appear in the Fort Worth Dallas Star Tribune in their sports page tomorrow.
Can you grab that there on the couch sitting next to Lou? Yeah. Can you just toss that to me?
You need a hat?
Well, no. I brought it so we can show it. Thank you, sir. It's a typical toss by an Eagle to a Giants
Well,
fan.
lucky you didn't catch it on your head.
No, I could have fumbled it and seen Pisarcik try to
boy,
tackle.
here we go.
Herm Edwards, right?
Right.
No, I had to wear my twin. Well, I've got, of course, the Twin Brothers T-shirt, and of course, Lisa Mascari's already chimed in saying she's got her shirt like that, and she's also wearing an Aaron Phillips voice mask that my wife made for her. But also, I want to show. We'll get to our website here because I want to show something about our merchandise page
Sure.
that people may not
Sure.
realize. We'll get to
Sure.
that in a little bit. All right, so. We have Lisa's already. Can't wait to plug our interview.
We
Jimmy
have an Italian in the
Jimmy
house.
Italiano says hello to you. You know, yeah, he's already in there. So you got it. Okay, let's go to some headlines real quickly, shall we?
Sure.
All right.
Who won what?
Another local
I know you.
$905,000 jackpot at an off-strip casino. A local visiting an off-strip casino started their February by hitting this jackpot. He played at the Ellis Island Casino and Brewery. The player, identified as David Fries, his name rings a bell to me, or Fries, F-R-Y-S, hit a jackpot of over $900,000 in the Buffalo Grand slot machine. He's been playing at Ellis Island for years. The property said that the last time Ellis Island saw a win this large was back in 2017 when a player hit for $750,000. So another unemployment claim can be closed.
David Fries?
F-R-Y-S. Why does that name ring a bell?
Well, he's a third baseman for somebody.
Well, maybe that's why I
Yeah,
recognize him.
Fries.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Some more strip news. A happy birthday shout out to the Golden Gate Casino down on Fremont Street.
How many years?
115 years old.
Wow.
Opened in 1906. Of course, nothing today at that hotel resembles what it looked like back in 1905, but They do have a lot of the memorabilia.
They
some
have
of
a
the-
little plaque, you know,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Do you know what their address is?
Golden Gate Ave. I don't know.
They were the first location on Fremont Street, and so their address was
One
Fremont
Fremont Street.
Yeah, 115
Is that a
years
Derek
old.
Stevens? It is Derek Stevens' property, I think.
Does he own it now? The guy who owns the D?
Yes.
And Circa?
Also on Circa, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I
didn't
believe
know
so.
that.
yeah.
It might be. Some of the things that they have there on display, they have gaming ledgers from 1907 through '08, hand towels, room keys, a Western Electric telephone. Remember those? No, you wouldn't. Telephone piping that held the first telephone line in Las Vegas is on display there, and a lot of other interesting things from that era. So the Golden Gate Casino, 115 years old. Didn't you cover them when they first opened?
No, I waited 3 years. I wanted to make sure they were going to make it.
Gotcha. You didn't do a drawing or anything
No,
with them?
nothing,
No?
nothing,
All right,
no.
all right. But on the other side, something brand new is coming to the Strip in 2024. Did you see this?
No, this is. I like getting new news.
Well, you should tune in a little more
I'm
often.
going to try.
A new Las Vegas resort with no gambling or smoking coming to 2024. The
Trump
set-
Hotel.
no, sorry.
Oh.
Set to open 2024 is the Majestic Las Vegas, which has two unusual rules for Sin City: no smoking, no gambling.
Where they South Strip?
They
or are
are-
they taking over that place that failed up on Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard?
Located on approximately 6 acres, 2 blocks away from the Strip, across from the Las Vegas Convention Center.
On Paradise.
They're going to be off of Paradise down there. Is set to start construction this July, according to the official website. They wanted to create a different type of space that Las Vegas truly needed. While it does not have a landmark casino soundtrack of slot, it will have a soundtrack of slot machine gaming piped into the casino. They're going to fabricate casino wins even though there's no gaming there. What's the value of that? If you're not gambling, why pipe in cha-chings in the hotel?
So they can think they won something. Like you and I, you know, it's like every week I hear about this local or a visitor
Right.
hitting for 3, 4, 5, 6, and today or yesterday $900,000.
Right?
We never win. How come we never
But
win?
then again, we never go play. You got to be in it to win it.
That's
as they
the
say,
problem,
right?
yeah.
I mean, that's not what they say.
Yeah.
You know, I listen. I look at it this way. I work too hard for my money to give it away that fast. So, what are you having trouble with over there? The headset, the microphone.
I'm like mono in my right ear. I have nothing coming out of my left ear. I think. No, nothing coming out of my left ear.
Oh, I have so many things I could say about that right now.
Keep it up. I'm going to go to that magnifying glass.
And I have it hooked up right here. You want to show that right now? Let's get it out of the way, Mr. Producer. You had the camera on my magnifier during my earlier show. My wife for Valentine's Day, because I use my phone a lot,
Yeah.
got me one of these magnifying contraptions, which, by the way, can be used like a phone. I got speakers, I got Bluetooth. But what it does, you put your phone behind this magnifying screen here.
or other things.
Or other things, if you'd
Yeah.
like to see things grow that are unnaturally unclear. We'll just leave it
According
at that.
to our ethnicity. But
All
go
right,
ahead.
All right, but unfortunately, our producer's having trouble with the camera to get it focused on it. Anyway, so I have it set up here, and I've been dealing with nothing but jokes all day about my age and my eyesight going. And this was a gift that was given lovingly by my wife to me, and now I called my wife this morning before I went on the air at 9 o'clock. I told on everybody.
Yeah, but
Man,
was she trying to tell you,
you are
something?
one pathetic loser.
Yeah, was she trying to tell you something that you don't? Not only do you not hear me,
What?
but you don't see me, and she gives you this magnifying device, so things like your side
got the side-
mirrors seem to be larger or closer.
They are closer than they appear.
Right.
Well, you know what? Listen, it's just got speakers. When I hook it up to Bluetooth, I can make calls on it. The whole thing. This is like a whole little computer operator thing here, right here.
Is it like a Ouija board? Can you find the ghost that's in the studio? or
No,
anything?
but I'm going to tell you something. If a ghost figure pulls up on this screen,
Oh, you're
I'm
outta
outta
here.
here.
Right.
Spreads with all the spirits that float around this studio. But look,
I see dead people.
right. Even Lisa Mascari says in here, I need one of these. So Lisa, reach out to my wife. She'll tell you where she got it. Anyway,
For Mark or for you, Lisa?
I'm guessing she says that she needs one. I'm guessing for Lisa.
Okay, I
We'll
won't
just
go
leave
there.
it at that. Just leave it there. Okay, some interesting. Another piece of news around our fair city. On February 16th, the county is considering renaming the airport to honor Harry Reid. Now, this was talked about like within the last year or two anyway.
Correct.
This has sparked major debate regarding renaming because McCarran, with all the politically correct things that have been going on, but Okay, I just wanted to. She says she wants one for both her and Mark. What's your thoughts on this? Renaming it after Reed.
I'm not a Harry Reid fan, so I mean, I'm on the other side of it. But, okay, everything today is naming rights, correct?
Yep.
So there's got to be a fee involved somewhere that we, the general public, don't know about, that somebody's contributing to this in order to get that. That's my feeling.
So here's the thing. The all-Democratic Clark County Commission is set to consider this change on the 16th.
Of course.
The airport is managed by the county. Reed was a Democrat and is a Democrat, and the former Senate Majority Leader who retired in 2016. He was instrumental in helping get President Obama's programs passed. He has long been the target of Republican criticism in rural parts of the state. Well,
the filibuster is because of Harry Reid, and now they're trying to get rid of the filibuster in the Senate.
Should never get rid of anybody with the name of Phil. Anyway, there have been long-standing calls to rename the airport from its current namesake, Senator Pat McCarran. He served as one of Nevada senators in 1933 until his death in 1954 and was known for his anti-immigrant and anti-Semitic views.
Oh, okay. When he was 12 or 14 or what?
I guess. I don't know. It doesn't. I guess maybe when he was in the.
When I first moved here from Massachusetts, people said, "Well, how are you going to deal with Harry Reid?" I said, "Look, I dealt with Ted Kennedy all these years, no problem."
There you go.
Whizzers on you guys.
I don't know. He's having too much fun over at the control board.
I know. Too much fun. See, that's why when I told him you have poetic license. Now this is why I have to deal with.
Mistake.
Last week we were on the air. Yeah. We announced the passing of two Hollywood legends, Cloris Leachman and Cicely Tyson.
And we hit the threesome, yep.
We had four. There were two that highly touted former Hollywood. Christopher Plummer died yesterday.
Yeah, who's the other one?
Hal Holbrook.
Oh, really?
He passed away at 95, and he was most known over the last 20 years for portraying Mark Twain. The sound, the inflection, the voice, the whole thing. He passed away. Now, remember I talked about the size of the article I printed off between each Cloris Leachman and Cicely Tyson?
Yeah, the one-page deal we talked about,
okay.
right.
So Christopher Plummer, who is an acting legend, died at 91. He gets about 3 pages.
Oh.
Hal Holbrook, I have gone with the wind here. About 10 pages of information. But here's 2 more. Now, this is not taking away anybody who's lost their life since the beginning of the year due to normal health or COVID or heart attack or cancer, God forbid, whatever. But we always tend to focus, it's people like this that make the news. We've had a lot go on in 6 weeks already in our new year regarding the entertainment stage, haven't we? A wrestler, Butch Reed, just passed away at 66. He's a wrestler for 30 years. If you're not a wrestling fan, you wouldn't necessarily know him. But still, there's a lot of people from the entertainment industry who in the first 6 weeks.
Well, we're in the entertainment capital of the world. We're going to be closer to it here and understand it here more. People are connected, the LA crowd. What were they talking about? Real estate market, the Las Vegas real estate market is absolutely booming. And we
had Camille on the other week.
3,000 people a month
Still?
are moving to Las Vegas from California.
That used to be per month because of the tax situation, if nothing else.
Oh,
So
they're still coming.
we drive around town. We still see new construction going up.
You see a lot of California plates.
A lot of California plates. We had Camellia here who mentioned that a couple of weeks ago that the inventory for real estate is so low because of what you're talking about.
Correct.
So it's crazy. All right, one other Las Vegas news and then one a national note. As we know, when Allegiant Stadium was supposed to open in August, Garth Brooks was supposed to be the first concert
He's
there.
still going to be the first concert.
Well, it was supposed to be this month originally. It was the original
correct.
reschedule. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It has already been rescheduled again. It was originally set for the 27th of this month. Well, hope you wrote that date in pencil because now you can put it on July 10th as his attempted date to get this concert off the ground.
Because they were officially to the media, Mark Davis from the Raiders was going to have a meteor day July 13th last year.
Okay.
So it's almost a year later before the public actually gets to go in.
Now, apparently, over 65,000 tickets have already been sold for his concert. All 65,000 plus tickets will be honored for the new date. And his concert sold out. You want to take a guess at how quickly that concert?
2 hours.
75 minutes.
Unbelievable.
So
2 hours.
Last piece of news before we go to our break. We were talking about this early on. East Coast got pummeled with snow and cold and everything else.
Northern New Jersey got 34 inches of snow.
That's right. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's a huge cold snap coming back through again. Another bitterly cold polar vortex is set to hit the U.S. this weekend. sending the mercury diving in much of the country and plunging some states into deep freezes.
And 27 pandas from China are being sent over.
Are they really?
No, I just made that up.
Parts of Minnesota are expected to be hit hardest by the so-called flash freeze, with forecasts as low as minus 25 in St. Paul.
Ugh.
So, if that doesn't give you the willies and be happy where we are, I think today, like I said, mid-60s, I think through the next 5 or 6 days.
It's gorgeous out.
The other day, my phone hit 70 degrees for the outside temperature at McCarran. So, yeah, our winter's over with that little dust.
It's not McCarran, it's Reed.
No, it's still McCarran.
It
Until
will-
I get the memo.
Okay, it'll be
it's
Reed.
Still,
It'll
gosh.
happen.
You know what? I just don't want another topic for debate.
Harry Reid International Airport. Fly in, you'll never leave.
Oh my God! I just don't want to have another topic for people to yell at each other about on social media.
Yeah, but it gives us more info.
That's true, it does. All right, hey, before we go on our first break, I do have a quick message from one of our great sponsors, Hand and Stone. Hey, if you're still looking for that last-minute Valentine's Day gift, guess what? They have a $10 off spa gift cards going on right now, or save $20 on a spa gift package. All those available, Hand and Stone, only at East Silverado. Contact Lisa Mascari, as I know that she will put her phone number in the chat room. I know it starts with a 70294 something or other. I just can't remember it. And also, to our sponsor base, I want to welcome our new sponsor, who you'll see a commercial for coming up here. It is Tranquilla Tea Organic. Great way to relax. So, thank you for watching, Twin Brothers. We'll be back. Yes. Oh, Robert Vidia, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, says Texas weather does what it wants. Vidia.
Yeah, it's got to be Vidia. He's from Texas.
And it ends with a vowel. We'll be back in about 90 seconds.
Do you not like store-bought tea because of the aftertaste? If so, why not try a healthy alternative? Tranquilla Tea Organic, a Las Vegas-based company founded in 2018, has created over 65 handcrafted blends in small batches to enjoy. There's a wide range of available flavors, including fruity blends like Organic Pineapple Paradise and Mango Surprise, to savory blends like Chocolate Factory and Earl Grey, as well as all the traditional tea blends. Visit www.tranquilityorganic.com. That's www.tranquilityorganic.com, or call 725-205-0197 to order now. You don't have to be a teetotaler to enjoy Tranquility Organic.
We know radiant, healthy skin reflects how you look and feel, especially in the desert. Hand and Stone Spa at Silverado Ranch offers facial services provided by licensed estheticians tailored for men, women, and teens. This also includes a maintenance program to enjoy your clear and beautiful complexion between regular appointments. We also offer exfoliation facials and LED light phototherapy, which will give a result of firmer skin and a smoother texture. It also diminishes fine lines, wrinkles, and dark spots, resulting in a more luminous skin. Call 702-941-7833 and put your skin into our hands.
Hey, welcome back to Twin Brothers. Hey, before we introduce formally our guest, I just want to give you a...
Wait. Formerly our guest? He's still our guest, that's formally.
I said before I introduce... Formerly is what I said. Not formerly.
Does he own a cleaning company? Never mind. Go ahead. Go.
Send your emails. All right, on our website, you notice I'm sporting one of our new T-shirts. Lisa Mascari's got a new T-shirt, the hat. I want to point out, when you go to twinbrothers.vegas and you click on the tab way over here on the right that says Shop, our store will come up as you see. And I don't want you to just think that we have T-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. We have more than T-shirts. The key is you need to click on one of these, and I'll just go to this first shirt so you can see what I'm talking about. The shirt will pop up in another screen, hopefully. Come on. And what you need to do is when the shirt comes up and you get to pick your sizes and colors and all that.
There's a drop-down menu.
And I want to show that drop-down menu so people see it, but unfortunately right now our website is not cooperating. But you must hit that drop-down arrow to see all the other items that are available that our logos can be on. Masks. Oh, here it comes. Finally coming up. All right, let's go back real quickly. So right here under the price, you hit that little drop-down arrow. See all those different items, everything from lady shirts, tank tops, onesies for babies, where you can be on onesies. Are you kidding me? Coolies to keep your beverages cold and all that stuff. So I just want to make that out. There is more available here than just the T-shirts. So please go out, support us. We have Neil's logo for a shirt. My logo's on a shirt. We got Twin Brothers. We even have our mug. If you haven't, if you want to have something cool to drink in, there it is right there. You can get a Twin Brothers mug and drink out of our faces. That sounded better in my head before I said it. At this point, let me introduce our guest. Coming to us from parts unknown. No, he is, Steve McCoy is joining us here. Lisa says she needs a hoodie and a mask. Well, Lisa, you know where to get that. Steve McCoy, Tom Jones,
Tom
right?
Jones,
Yes.
tribute us. Great guy.
Lou started his entertainment career as one of the youngest contestants to ever become a finalist on the hit television series American Idol Season 2 when all the original guests were still there. From there, he went on to join the silver screen with James Brolin and Annalyn McCord in 2007 film Bad Girl Island. He has been on Broadway, his TV. Listen, if I read all this, we'll be out of time.
We'll do the 5-page thing like the guy Hal Helbrook who died.
Exactly. So with that, Lou, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Welcome. And if his last name does sound familiar, Lou Gazzara, yes, we have confirmed he is distantly related to the great actor Ben Gazzara. So that's
Not
pretty
too distant. First cousin, twice removed.
cool. Well,
I don't understand the remove part. You got to remove people in between so you move up the ladder.
Well, I guess they do it by so if your paternal grandfather, your paternal lineage, so it's my
Right.
grandfather's first cousin, and then the generation, but the direct generation apparently
I'm
keeps
more
it.
confused now, Lou.
I know.
I draw for a
I was
living.
gonna
When we
say,
start getting into this stuff, I'm lost.
It's the primary focus of the interview. We'll come back to
it will come back around that. No.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And in addition to all of that, which I did not mention in the intro, but we'll get to it, Lou has also started a new show called Lou Gazzara Live from Las Vegas, pays tribute to some of the greatest artists in the world. I always like starting it off with the easy one. How did you get started singing? How did you know this was something you wanted to do? Give us a background on how you got into this industry.
Well, when COVID started around March of last year, the adult film industry came to a halt. So
Nice,
it was
nice.
really,
I love it.
you have to be versatile in this market.
Very
and,
good. I love it.
No, I got started late. Everyone else has the stories. They were 4 o'clock singing in the Lollipop Guild and everything else, and I was sports. Music was there, but it was just a part of the regular family thing. I mean, my uncle had a rock band, blues band. My aunt studied opera in Milan, all this other stuff, and it wasn't until around high school I was the football fullback for St. Joe Wildcats.
At that size?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can tell that this was going to be Jets material right here.
Hey man, I've got a big box of porn for you.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
So,
By the way, you have a hello from Inga Svanborg Garvin?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. There's some fans from out in California. They're actually going to be coming in April.
By the way, if you have your phone with you, please feel free to start your own feed on any of your social media
oh yeah,
platforms.
we shared this
Absolutely.
already. That's where they're getting.
Thank you
it
for
from.
watching,
yeah,
everybody.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
No,
wanna spread
high
the
school.
word.
I was freshman year. Football had just ended. It was December. They were doing auditions for the high school musical production, of course, that everybody does.
which was?
It was going. We didn't know at the time, but it was going to be Grease.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they just said auditions for the upcoming spring.
Now, had you
musical.
done anything like that before? All of a sudden,
Nothing.
you're a football player.
No, I sang in the church choir. Come,
Okay.
Christians, join to sing. Huh? You're familiar, right? You
Yeah,
said
two Jews on the panel here, and you're going to talk about Christian songs.
How
No.
about Nagila you might have had a chance with?
That's a great tune. But either way, I auditioned with I didn't want any part of it, right? I said, okay, extracurricular, the booster for college
The girls.
resume,
The girls,
yeah.
girls,
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. I think we hear you in the background in the ensemble.
Yeah, that's from 5th grade.
So obviously, you got the part.
No, I sung the audition is the big part. Is I auditioned with Engelbert Humperdinck's Christmas album.
Whose wife
wow.
whose wife just passed away yesterday.
Yeah,
Engelbert's
and, that's
wife,
it's,
yeah.
and apparently he has COVID right now that he's battling
I
with.
didn't know
So
that.
there's, it's relevant. But and I mean, great artist. I listened to all this obscure stuff growing up, and I auditioned for it, and I didn't think twice. And then 2 weeks later, I walk in, and I'm the most hated freshman because all the senior guys are standing around the board saying, "Who the hell is this little jerk off that got?"
Right.
Danny Zuko, the lead part. It always goes to a senior. Well, in a football school, you can stumble on the stage and you're
Sure.
the star of the show. They finally had someone who could sing, so they made me the lead. Whoever the director was, English teacher at the time and the religion teacher that were dealing with the musical production directions, and they casted me.
So now you've got the
It was a
part.
pro bono gig. Yeah,
You've got the part.
Pro bono.
That's the beginning.
this is
You got to feel a little differently now. Well, wait a minute. I have this ability. What about schooling in your ability? Did you take lessons in singing and all that?
Even then, I mean, it's a small school. I mean, there was 80 to 90 kids per grade, 380 in the whole school, and we're a small private school. As the production finally came, we had our big weekend with the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the cupcakes in the back and everything else. The school pamphlet flyer fundraisers. Then people showed up and they said, "Oh my gosh, where did you have voice lessons? Where did you train? Where did you practice?" And I said, yeah, I just listen to music.
Ability.
At that point, it was just the South Jersey kid. My grandmother told me to do it.
I did it for her.
Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
Rose.
You better give her a shout out. She's in the chat room listening.
Oh, hi.
Mama.
Well, if my mom is listening, that means my godmother Sandy's listening, and it means my wife Lena is also listening.
Well,
and
let's invite them all to call in 702-329-6947. Press 1 to come right into the studio and talk with your son. Come on, give us a call, and you can tell us the real stories.
You're gonna
about
have to shout that out one more time for them because
Well, it's on the screen.
Okay,
702-329-6947 is right there. Give us a call.
All right.
Press the number 1 though when you connect through and give us a call.
yeah, actually my wife just gave birth to twins on December 28th.
Congratulations.
Boys,
Yeah.
girls, frats,
A boy and a girl.
idents or frats?
No, fraternal.
I have twin daughter frats.
If they
girls.
were identical in two sexes, that
well,
would be
listen,
kind of
anything can happen with
It
modern
could,
medicine. What's your wife's name?
Lena.
Lena. Who's Elizabeth?
Elizabeth is my sister.
She's now listening.
All
I guess I'm
right.
not listening, but she is. She's
It's a
in. We got
family affair.
I was going to say, it's a family reunion. This is great.
Yeah.
I have twin daughters,
We've
fraternals.
got she's
so.
coming to us from the blueberry capital of the world, Hamilton, New Jersey.
No, Hamilton.
Yay.
That's the South still, though. I
Yeah.
can't relate to the
Oh,
South.
it's the South. Oh, it's a different state.
It is. It's part of
It is.
Pennsylvania. I know.
Everyone thinks, they think the Garden State Parkway and the
Yeah.
refineries and everything else and the traffic up north. And then we have like deer hit your car and the guy with the Confederate flag in the window down in Millville.
Is that
and,
part like near the Jersey Shore?
Well,
No.
the Jersey Shore kind of like starts the unofficial separation,
yeah,
I would think.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the
It's-
Jersey Shore is not where he. Turnpike exit 4 is what you would take to go to Philadelphia into the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
All right.
Officially, that's kind of like the dividing
Yeah,
line, right?
that's that's the central Jersey.
Right.
They don't even have it's just north and south. They get forgotten about. There's great adventures up there.
That's
the theme
right.
park, Six Flags, right? Yeah.
That's right.
But
that's right.
no, it's a different kind of
It's a
growing
different-
up down
it
there.
is. It is so
how,
true.
How long you been here?
I've been here since 2000. Oh, I first moved for briefly, just 2006 for a few months, but then I left and I came back in 2011 for Vegas the show.
Sure.
I came for a corporate gig for the weekend with Steve McCoy, who's on the show. It's Tom Jones. He was doing a production here in town. I was singing backup, whatever I was doing, the American Idol spotlight for the
Right.
moment. Came in. He says there's a brand new show in town. A couple buddies of mine, one's dancing, someone's singing in the show. We got to go check it out. It's all the talk. They've got the showgirls, the big band. They brought Vegas back. This is the real deal. We go and we watch the show. Oh, there
All
comes
right,
a
the
phone call.
white light is blinking right now. We have a guest on the line with the 609 area code.
It's
That'd
the
be-
wife. It's the wife.
All right, well there you go.
It's the mama.
Oh,
it's
you got
the
mama.
All right.
Hello,
The
mama.
mama calling.
Hello.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Oh yeah, you can't see me here. We got the godmother is here. The wife is here. We're all in the same room.
Oh wow.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, really, it's a party.
Are you with the babies?
Oh, the babies are sleeping right
The babies
now.
are sleeping.
Oh, yeah, you know what you got to
Okay.
do now? You got to go. Shh, the babies are sleeping.
Nah,
Don't
the
wake 'em.
babies are sleeping. They're good.
They're getting their rest. They're going to be in the show tonight. They're starting it off early. They got to make.
The thing that disappoints me all the time is the babies. They always have more hair than I have.
Well, that's not hard for either of us.
Keep it up.
Well, I'm with you.
I'll go back to that magnifying screen.
So, Mama, let me ask you a question real quickly.
Yes.
Give us one piece of dirt about your son that he will not share with us, but you will as his mom.
Oh my gosh.
I heard laughter in the background as I asked that question.
Yeah,
by the way,
that was his. We can't say that. That was bad. Oh, he was so bad. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get expelled from St. Joseph High School for that one.
You can tell that
they
story.
just-
Yeah,
he
tell the
like,
story.
Tell that story. It
Yeah,
was
te-
bad. It was an essay they had to write about some story, and he changed all the names to Wang Hung Lo and Hu Flung stuff.
Nice.
who flung
Yeah,
dung?
There was a great story, but the names were bad.
Your wife's in the background going, "You can't say that, Mom."
Yeah, they were all bad names, and we got phone calls, and we had to have a meeting. And I'm surprised, he got a scholarship too because he was so damn smart. That was it. He was bored, and so of course the nuns there, the principal, and everybody, and we're all talking. I don't know why he did this. He's an A student, yes, and he's very good. I think he was under some pressure because he's a good kid. And of course, Louis starts crying, and then afterwards, I said something, and he goes, "Oh, that was all fake, Mom. I put on a show with the tears."
So see, he was an entertainer at a very early age.
No, you see, well, let me let you into a deep, a part of the story that I really don't usually talk about. But it was, I was hanging around with the wrong crowd at the time, and the girl I was dating generally stroked it. Whoa,
hey,
she.
Wait, hey, Mom's going, hey.
That's right. Well, somebody, Elizabeth says, "Oh no, she's going there." All I'm going to say is, with this phone call, I have to change my name. This is now Ralph Edwards. This is your life.
That's right.
This is
your
what
life.
the show's all about. Ladies,
Well, you wanted some dirt. Some dirt on him.
Perfect.
That's the only dirt. Well, actually, his godmother, Sandy, said, "Tell him the story about, It was a creative story.
About which story?
The Wong Hung Lo and the,
Oh, so she got permission to share that story. That's what we
Yeah,
started.
that was his godmother said share it.
Oh, no, we got to wait. That's publishing gold. That's going to go into the biography. I mean,
Who's going to play those roles in your biopic movie talking about you? Anyway, ladies, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for calling and having fun with us.
Love you.
No problem. We'll see you. Thanks.
All right. Oh, that was so cool. They're all in town now?
They're all in town. My mom and my godmother just flew in actually the day
Right on.
before yesterday.
Right
I picked
on.
them up at the airport. They're hanging out.
Oh, that's right. When you and I were texting. That's right.
Just before this, we had a virtual baby shower, as you have to do everything
Right.
virtual now. So
Yep.
we had a virtual baby shower for my wife and
Right on.
and the babies. I mean, all of
course.
us, but a lot of family and friends that had been. And we didn't announce anything either because it's with twins. You know that they're going
Did
to be.
you know you were having twins?
Not initially. I had a
right.
gut feeling. My wife's mother is a twin, so and
And
her
it
and her
flows-
uncle was a twin,
and
they
it comes
said
through on the female
well,
side.
they said identical twins are just like a lottery, luck of the draw, but fraternal twins is a genetically passed
exactly
down
word
thing.
for word what I heard 27
Dar-
years ago.
My
Are you
wife's.
twin? Or you
I
had
have twin
twins?
girls,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh!
And they're frats.
Oh, how awesome is that?
We did not know until our first sonogram at 6 months because my wife is 4'11 3/4. I'm 6'2". We just thought she was having a big baby until we went in to the sonogram because they only heard one heartbeat, all of that. And we sat in the parking lot of our doctor's office for a flippin' hour after we realized we were having twins because we had gone out and bought one crib, one car seat, one stroller.
Welcome to reality.
And then it's like the following weekend, excuse me, I need a volume discount, sir. So
yeah,
I get it.
My wife's tiny as well. I mean, when she went in for the first visit, which is with all the COVID stuff, I was surprised I was even allowed to go in with her to the visit. But we finally came in there, and the doctor didn't do the ultrasound at that point. He had just the old tape. We had Father Time, Doctor MD, and he had the tape measure and back in the day the 4 fingers and everything else. So he's like, "Oh, you're kind of small.
school.
We're kind of small. We think it's just one baby." And I said, "I don't know. Twins are in the family. I think I got a feeling." So she said, "Oh no." She gained less than 20 pounds her entire pregnancy, even with twins, and they were both born a little over 4 pounds. So that would have been an 8-pound something baby by itself, which is still decent.
What are the babies' names?
The girl was born first, 2 minutes earlier. Her name is Serafina Louise Gazzara.
What else would you expect?
And then the boy's name, which I kind of got lucky. Nobody liked my choice at first, but then when we were rushed in earlier than expected, we looked up online. And again, I know you said no politics or religion, but it was the Saints' Day, on the calendar, on the church calendar, and it was Saint Maximus, and that's a name that I had been tossing out there.
I like the name Max.
So we named him Maximus for first name, and then actually his middle name is my mom's maiden name, Galan, which is a Spanish name. It's my grandfather and grandmother from Puerto Rico. So Maximus Galan Gazzara.
Now, you notice how we say in the last name. I said it to Jersey, like,
Well, that's how everyone,
No, I
if you
know.
ask everybody.
Gazzara.
Gazzara.
How do you say the state we live in?
New Jersey.
No, we live in now.
Oh, Nevada.
See, I still say Nevada.
No, it's Nevada.
I know it is, and I get yelled at all the time. All right, hey, listen, you're watching Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. We appreciate you making us part of your Saturday. We are here chatting with our featured guest today. What's his name again? Lou Gazzara. No, I got all these names down in my head. Gazzara. I got to roll the R's for his part of the family. That
I don't have ours.
No,
being
you
from
don't.
Massachusetts.
You don't have ours.
I parked the car and I haven't yet.
You would never be able to say his name. All right. So let's keep moving on before we go to our break at the quarter of. Oh, that's right. And Aaron also has identical twin sons. We got twins in the room.
Oh, awesome.
Don't drink the water. That's all I got to say. Now, do we have any of the video clips that we sent along possibly queued that we could show or not? Do you have those queued there, Mr. Producer, that were part of the email that I forwarded to you? He doesn't have them ready yet. I could tell by the shake of the head. What are you flipping talking about? So anyway, let's talk about the show here that you got going on in Vegas. Let's bring up to current right now. What do we got going on?
This Saturday night, tonight, right at 8 p.m., Chianti Italian Restaurant. That's over at 4275 Durango on the west side of town. We've done a few shows there before, as well as I got to give a shout out to Jimmy Gerard and Ben Spano at the Italian American Club as well. They've kept me working here. There's a few venues that have really been trying everything under the sun to coordinate shows during this tough time and now even the transition out of it. But tonight's Chianti Italian Restaurant, and it's an intimate venue. We can only fit 50 to 60 people in there maximum, so it's filled up very quickly. We still have a few tickets left. But this is the first theme night. Most of my material, which, we can talk about some influences, but I usually sing a very wide variety, from opera to Journey to Bruno Mars to Elvis to Frank Sinatra. Tonight is going to be just rock, soul, blues, the nitty-gritty. This is going to be just jamming it out, rocking it out. The first of a couple theme kind of shows.
You and Keys, or what are you going to have with you accompanying? Just
I've
you?
got my musical director, Robbie Wingfield. He's worked with the Las Vegas Tenors here in town and numerous artists. He's got his own recording studio. He also does a lot of arrangements in town too. He's an unbelievable
He works
talent.
with Laney Counts.
Yeah, he works with all of them.
What are we hearing in our headset?
This is actually Birth of the Blues. This is an old Sammy covered this tune many years ago, and you can't say Las Vegas without Sammy Davis Jr.
No, not at all.
And this was part of the Musical Love Affair album. They can get this on iTunes or Spotify.
Give your
on all the
websites. Where can people find your stuff again?
All of the links are available at lougazzara.com, LOUGAZZARA.com. You can go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We've got YouTube channel. We've got everything up on you want to see. And the events coming up as well. All the calendar events
your
are
calendar.
scheduled. Everything's
Excellent.
there.
Steve McCoy just chatted in. Don't miss this kid.
In caps, by the way.
Right.
I appreciate that. Steve is a longtime buddy. He, at one point, was managing me for a little while, and amazing talent.
We interviewed Steve at a live remote that Neil and I did about a year and a half ago at a restaurant that opened up, and Steve had stopped by.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I've done
Nice.
everybody. I've drawn everybody.
You
yeah.
touched on this in passing about influences. Who have been some of your influences for you over the years?
Ooh, I've got a tattoo of Elvis on my shoulder, and my first son's name is Presley. So,
there you go.
There's an influence there. I listened to everything. My grandfather was one of the airmen of note, and for the Air Force, he played first clarinet. So, I like the big band, Bobby Darin, those crooners that were showmen and could carry the entire audience by themselves. People like Wayne Newton, Sammy Davis, Elvis. But I also like the standalone vocalists. Michael Bolton, Luther Vandross, even the female artists. Barbra Streisand to Whitney Houston. Anybody that can sing and do something unique with their voice. I was listening to it and trying to mimic those sounds, get those tones out there, try to copy the feel. What can I do? What can I do? What are my limits?
Right.
And then once you take all these blend of artistries, you put it together and kind of create your own sauce.
Right.
I want to talk a little bit about American Idol. Won it that year, correct?
Well,
He was a finalist.
This was a second season for me.
Oh, so who won
So
it that
Kelly Clarkson was the first winner.
Right.
And actually, we were watching the season finale. My mom, who's in town, she was the one who wrote down all of the audition information. It's up in New York where I grew up. Oh, we got to do it. You have this many songs. I can't believe it. And I said, yeah, no. Come on, Mom. I said I'm the Come Christians Join to Sing singer at the church here, singing for funerals. I said, this is big time. This is Hollywood, national television. Simon.
Simon, it's got Simon.
So I said, yeah, I don't think so. I had to think about it. But, eventually, my mom gave me some advice over and over.
That's a similarity between Jewish mothers and Italian mothers. It's a
No
similarity.
difference, yeah.
No,
Right.
so-
But like a good boy, I listened and I said, what do you got to lose? If I don't do this now, I'll kick myself later. So, and it was the hottest thing since sliced bread at the time.
Yeah.
So I went up to New York. My dad helped for a little while. I was sick as a dog, and he stood in line for a bunch of hours in the freezing rain. It was like 36 degrees. Rain coming down. I had 102 fever, snot, and everything else. Nowadays, they wouldn't even let me into the state because of, with the temperature and everything
Correct.
else. So it was pretty unique, and we stood there in the financial district. 9,000 people are packed. There's media all over the place monitoring this, whirlwind
Right.
of people. Now it's the second season, so it gained traction.
Sure.
And they only gave out 1,500 wristbands for the New Yorkers that were there, or anyone in the New York's,
Right.
audition location.
Right.
And I happened to be like 1297 out of
Wow.
9,000 people. So I mean, there's a very large likelihood I could have just been cut off.
Yeah.
And I wasn't flying to Atlanta next, or flying to Nashville next, or wherever. That would have been it.
It was New York.
I would have called it quits and said, "Oh well, we gave it a shot." But every step of the way, there was just little signs. My Aunt Mary had passed away that year as well, and she was always rooting for me. She had arthritis, really bad, which runs in our family. And I remember her inspiration when I said, I don't know if I'm going to do it, or maybe I won't win. At least I can just get on the television. She says, Louis, you can do anything you put your mind to. And I said, well, what are you doing right now? And I said, and she says, I'm sitting out front, and she says, it's taken me 3 weeks, but I'm painting 1 or 2 of those spokes. She lived in an old North Philly row home, and she says, I can't do much. She says, but I grabbed a can of paint from the corner store, and she says, I wanted to paint my front porch, and she painted every single one for 3 weeks until it was finished. Wow. And I said, I'm doing this.
Yep.
Inspiration, man. You just never know where it comes from. Okay, give your website again.
Speaking of painters and artistry,
Yeah.
LouGazzara.com, LouGazzara.com. All of the links to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, our live shows and events coming up, all of our calendar dates. There's videos, YouTube, and photos, whatever.
It's probably a small little list of social media that you're not on.
I want to follow up the American Idol because I'm intrigued by it. I was an avid fan. I mean, I watched every show.
And you can't remember me first.
No.
No.
Who won that
Who
year?
was this kid?
Who beat you that year? I don't
Ruben
remember.
Studdard
That's-
was the
that's what I
winner,
said, yeah.
and Clay Aiken was the runner-up,
Correct.
who wound up in the long run being like the winner because he
Right.
took off
He
just
took off, right.
above everybody that year.
But
yeah.
I mean, you're performing with cameras everywhere. Total new experience.
Yeah.
And people telling you turn left, camera right. It's a whole experience of knowing where to turn, how to project. All new to you at that
Yeah.
time. You were a kid. Paula Abdul's there. Simon Cowell's there. Randy Jackson's there. 300-pound Randy Jackson, not anymore. How did that feel? I mean, you obviously had to be somewhat nervous.
Yeah, of course. I mean, anyone, even a superstar, that tells you that they don't get some sort of feeling before a show is either just super egotistical or has stopped practicing or doesn't care about just delivering their best. Everybody wants to
What
deliver
did
the
you
best
sing?
performance.
What did you sing?
Well, I mean, that's another one. I sang, and again, I love Michael Bolton's music. He's great. He's sold 50 million albums, so anyone who doesn't think he's a superstar has got another thing to look into. But I sang "How Am I Supposed to Live Without You" by Michael Bolton. Wasn't necessarily my first choice, though. I wanted to sing a Mark Anthony tune for my mom, "My Baby You," and couldn't get the rights. That was the big thing about the show, is that they're trying to feature hit after hit after hit
Right.
in their own little new twist. But so they had a whole list. You could pick everything.
What did Simon say?
Oh
Come
well.
on, you gotta give us a little Simon story.
Well, he was actually my fan more so than Randy throughout most of the audition process. And then once we finally got into this top 32 semifinals, it's like 4 groups of 8, and then everybody sings, and they pick 2 from the group. That at the time was actually pre-filmed, and they were doing editing, and then they would air it a few days later on the show. I think almost everything is live now.
Now,
but,
I don't
but
remember back. Not to interrupt.
he wasn't as nice.
I don't remember back then whether they had that prop guy. Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. You remember that guy that was on?
No.
Oh yeah, they had this one guy on who was horrendous, but he was funny. He said, "Pants on the ground, look like I got my pants on the ground." And he
The
did this
fact
whole
that you
routine.
even know
I was
That
a fan.
Super fan.
worries me.
No,
I
we
was a
had
fan.
like a virgin touched for the very first time. And the Ken or somebody in the green sweater was season
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
And then we had, I don't know if it was William Hung that year.
William Hung,
She
right.
bang, she bang,
Right.
you know, that stuff. But no, Simon, he says, Lou's got a nice voice. He's the RJ of this year's competition, who was one of the nice looking kid,
Yep.
good smile, good singer. Not as good as Michael Bolton, a little bit so what. And he says, "Are you really going to remember this performance?" And of course, Paula comes to the rescue because she loves everybody and she was so sweet. And then the way they edit it, they make me look like the Jersey Kid. I'm like, "I'm sorry, you're wrong."
Like every girl in history.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, jeez. All right, we have to take our last break.
Okay.
Because we do have a hard out at 1 because Aaron, our producer, has to be somewhere.
Correct.
So I want to make sure we get time to do Getting to Know You. So with that, we're going to step aside for our final break of the show. When we come back, it's the rapid fire game we've all come to love and know, Getting to Know You. Twin brothers from different mothers with our guest Lou. We'll be back right after this.
When you think of relaxation, do you think of a massage? If not, you should. Las Vegas Hand and Stone Massage at Silverado Ranch provides professional spa experiences at affordable rates. You will be enveloped in soothing sounds and aromas on your way to total relaxation. De-stress with our full body massage to relieve tension, soothe tired muscles, and temper migraines. You can select from many options, including CBD, deep tissue, sports, and our signature hot stone massage. Call 702-941-7833 and start de-stressing today.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Sugar Shack. There's a crazy little shack beyond the tracks. And everybody calls it the Sugar Shack. Well, it's just a coffee house and it's made out of wood. Espresso coffee tastes mighty good. That's not the reason why I gotta get back up to that Sugar Shack. Ooh, baby, to that Sugar Shack. Sugar Shack.
Do you not like store-bought tea because of the aftertaste? If so, why not try a healthy alternative? Tranquility Organic, a Las Vegas-based company founded in 2018, has created over 65 handcrafted blends in small batches to enjoy. There's a wide range of available flavors, including fruity blends like Organic Pineapple Paradise and Mango Surprise, to savory blends like Chocolate Factory and Earl Grey, as well as all the traditional tea blends. Visit www.tranquilityorganic.com. That's www.tranquilityorganic.com or call 725-205-0197 to order now. You don't have to be a teetotaler to enjoy Tranquility Organic.
Pay attention because I'm only going to say this once. I that up. Go live. I'll say something else. I want you to tune in to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. They got their own show called Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. It's 12 o'clock noon every Saturday. You can't miss this show. This is going to be great. Don't let me come knocking on your door 3 o'clock in the morning, because you know I will.
All right, welcome back to Twin Brothers. Real quickly, before we get to Getting to Know You, someone special has showed up in the chat room. Why don't you acknowledge who's there?
Mama Myra, hello. I love you.
There you go. This is great. The whole family's in there.
Everybody.
I love it. We love when that happens. All right.
Lisa Mascari's got a question, Lou. What song did you perform on your final appearance on American Idol?
That was How Am I Supposed to Live Without You, Michael Bolton.
There you go.
Yeah, Lisa will look that up and have some fun with that. All right, now it's time where we get to know you from a little different angle than what we've been talking about. This is our rapid fire part of the game. I will ask you a question rapid fire. You will simply give me your answer based on first thing that comes to your mind. And it's ours.
Hung high, low. Oh, that was a different story. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is our Getting to Know You segment. I don't know. Do you have the intro ready? Let's throw that up there.
Getting to know.
That's right. Yeah, why don't you can hum it.
Getting to know.
There you go. We have the live version.
My dad, who's not a musical. I mean, he's medical field and everything, but actually, he had the lead in his high school play at St. Joe.
Did he really?
And he played the King in The King and I,
Jeez.
which is where I know that song from.
There you go. By the way, you mentioned Grease earlier. John Travolta and his daughter, 20-year-old daughter, for the Super Bowl tomorrow, they're redoing the Grease hand thing as part of a Scott's lawn commercial.
Excellent.
Now, I thought it was just going to be them, but I saw a preview of it this morning, and it's a lot of other people. So they made this big build-up with the Travolters, and I think they're on for like 7 seconds doing a couple of the hand jive moves, but it's pretty cool. All right, here you go. Favorite all-time actor?
Actor Ben Gazzara.
Why, see? Sometimes you just throw softballs up. What's your favorite actress of all time?
Actress?
Susan Gazzara.
I'd say Shirley MacLaine.
Shirley
Good
MacLaine, the
choice.
woman of many lives, right? That was her.
choice.
People had in her issue. Okay, favorite all-time movie, so that when it comes on your television, you're popping your favorite popcorn, grabbing your favorite adult beverage, your family. Not to be disturbed, what movie is that?
Shawshank Redemption.
You know what? That flippin' movie
yeah.
is on the TV tube somewhere almost every day.
Great movie.
Yes, it
great,
is.
Great movie.
Favorite, this may be tough for you, favorite all-time music genre?
Music genre? I'd say soul.
Soul. Okay. Favorite song then, that when it comes on your car radio, you don't care what anybody sees looking in your car as you're bebopping to the song, and that is?
Favorite song? I'd have to say Oh Holy Night. Christmas song.
What do you do in July, though?
Yeah, exactly.
So that means he's only can be looked at in his car one time.
All right,
a year.
the second choice, full year, Unchained Melody.
Okay, there you go. You know one of the guys who sang that, didn't you?
Righteous Brothers?
Righteous Brothers, don't you know?
Oh, Bill Medley.
Yeah.
If I could have queued that up any better for
Well,
you,
I'm sorry,
you'd have,
I'm
answered
thinking
me.
of Bucky.
Jeez
I'm
Louise.
good friends with Bucky.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
disclaimer time, ladies and gentlemen. We are not regulated by the FCC. Internet is wide open. So with that, I say to you, with this background, I'm afraid. Favorite all-time curse word is?
Fuck.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah, but I love the if.
Because you put them in a spot when you say, all right, I'll say it. Okay, if money were no object, what is your dream car, presuming you don't already have it, that you'd like to see parked in your driveway?
Rolls-Royce Phantom drop head coupe convertible.
What's that sell for? 300,000, 400?
Yeah,
Keep going.
used one. Yeah,
A used
yeah.
one.
A used one. Great. Does it come with a driver?
No, that's one you drive. It's a
Well, you
convertible,
said coupe.
right? Yeah,
you
it's a
said- you
coupe.
said
Yeah.
it. I wonder what type it is.
Don't confuse him.
I know,
Do
never
you know what a
mind.
Stipe car is?
No.
We had a guest on one. What's your favorite car?
Geechee guy.
Geechee guy. And he goes,
Okay, no Geechee.
a Stipe. And we're looking. He says the S-type.
Oh my god.
And that we were laughing. We reference that all the time.
I
All right,
love
bucket list vacation.
I'd have to say Phuket, Thailand, Phuket, Philippines. No, not Phuket. What am I
Thailand.
talking about? Palawan with my wife. That's where her dream is, and we didn't have an actual real honeymoon, so I'd
Where's
like to go there.
Palawan?
Palawan is in the Philippines. Beautiful island with amazing waters and remote islands.
Snorkeling and all that good stuff,
All
yeah.
the good stuff, yeah.
Best vacation ever taken thus far.
Best vacation ever taken was with my wife, probably, and my mom and dad and my godparents. We went to the Mediterranean for 2 weeks, got to go over Italy, Greece, Sorrento, all these places.
I wonder if the family weren't listening, if he'd be giving us the same
No,
answers.
listen,
No,
he's a family guy. You can tell
that's
right away.
I know,
No, but
I
it's
know.
amazing. I mean, Mediterranean, all these different
Absolutely.
countries. It's pretty awesome.
Favorite meal, top to bottom.
Oh, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You
No,
mean?
no,
let's
hors
say
d'oeuvres.
well, if whatever your favorite meal is, whatever you'd have from beginning to end.
Beginning to end, I would have a little bruschetta, or bruschetta if you're back on whatever you want with the tomatoes. A nice glass of wine or a bottle of wine, probably two, and then a lobster fra diavolo with linguine. That would be
Dessert?
That would be dessert. I'd probably have a yellow cake with chocolate frost.
Now, in Vegas, with all the wonderful restaurants we have, where can he get that meal?
I don't know.
It's got to be somewhere
Probably
in
the
the strip.
Italian American Club.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly. There you go, Ben.
There's a
Here's
plug.
your
We'll send you a bill for the plug. Favorite Las Vegas themed
Or
thing.
Chianti tonight, Saturday
There
night.
you go.
You get it
See?
right. There we
There you
go.
go. Favorite Las Vegas themed thing that you like to do to relax.
We go hiking to Mount Charleston. We love
Favorite
it.
trail? What
Favorite
favorite
trail?
trail that you like that?
We haven't finished it yet. We're going to do it with the babies on our back. Fletcher Peak Trail. And
I've
we're going to
done
go
that.
all the way to the top.
I've done. My wife and I did that up to the waterfall.
Yeah, we're going to go all the way up.
Oh
we did
my-
it halfway in the snow up to our knees, and we had to turn around and come back. We
That's
couldn't do
crazy.
I've never done that. I'm not a hiker, so my knees from baseball.
You
are gone.
would have a tough time.
I'd have a
because
tough
you're
time.
like-
it. You don't feel it till afterwards. You'll be fine.
No,
No,
the,
three
the-
steps, I'd feel it.
The incline
Oh,
for him
at
with his
the
knees,
end?
forget
Oh,
about it.
yeah.
All right. What's your overall favorite Las Vegas thing that you just like to do in general, relax or not, besides hiking?
Besides hiking, sometimes I just like to drive around town, see the different, aspects. This is so different than back east, so just to drive around.
Cool. Take it in. Obviously, coming from where you come from, as do I, we get a lot of visitors who come visit us. And every once in a while, for the first timers, they may call and say, what should I do when I come out? Your favorite suggestion to them would be?
Catch Lou Gazzara live this Saturday night at 8 p.m. at Chianti
Let's assume they're not coming out this Saturday.
I would say you have to go down to the Strip. You have to do Fremont Street. You got to go see some of the shows.
Typical
and get some
stuff.
of the typical touristy stuff. Go see the Grand Canyon, fly out, do whatever.
Now, did you hear it? Because I know we both heard it when we first moved here, and I've only been here 5 years. People go, well, what hotel do you live in? We have neighborhoods, people.
Yes.
Right. Everybody who works in those casinos must live somewhere. Okay, this next question is near and dear to my heart, so I hope as a Jersey guy, I don't care north, south, you get it right. Batman or Superman?
Superman.
Fuck. I thought if I can rely on one guy.
Now, my son's a huge Batman
Okay,
fan.
I'll take it then.
Although it changed to Spider-Man now, and now
That's okay.
now it's Beyblade and all this other stuff. He's 5,
I
so.
don't understand the fascination with Batman. I mean, I like watching
I guess
Batman
they
movies.
kind of think New York is Gotham City, right?
Right?
Yeah, that's what it's themed after.
It's themed that,
The original
But
19
Metropolis is not
No.
a New York.
No,
it's somewhere
no.
out like St. Louis or somewhere.
I think it's
in
in
Chicago
Kansas. It's in Kansas.
or
That's
Chicago.
where he
No.
where when he grew up with
Yeah.
the Kents,
Yeah.
where did his thing land?
I have no idea.
It was in Kansas. It was
Kansas
in the-
has cities? No, I'm
That's-
kidding. I'm joking.
Wait a minute, that's when-
Speaking of, yeah,
Send your
see what I
email.
did there?
That's
Oh.
Dorothy and Toto. They landed in Kansas.
That was a little.
And so did learn where the pod landed when he left
Okay, I'm going to
Kryptonite.
find out.
What career would you have liked to have tried if you weren't doing what you're doing now in entertainment?
I would do the medical profession. I'd be a doctor, surgeon of some sort.
Okay, specialty in surgery or just general?
Interventional cardiologist. My whole family's in medicine, and that's something I would like to.
All right. Last question, then you're off our hearts. Oh, hey, Diana. Last question, you're off our hot seat. When the day comes that you arrive at the pearly gates, what is it you'd like to hear the maitre d' say to you, presumably on your way in?
Admission granted.
There you go. Nice and sweet. There you go, Lou. You are officially off our Getting to Know You hot seat. You survived.
Did very well, by the
Yeah,
way. He did
absolutely.
very well.
It's fun.
All right, real quickly, we only have a couple of minutes left. Tomorrow, as you see behind us, is the big game. We're not allowed to say Super Bowl in Las Vegas. The NFL took that rights away from us a few years ago.
Okay, Super Bowl in Tampa.
There you go. The
I
big
didn't say
game,
Super Bowl in Las Vegas, did I?
the big Super
So-
Game Bowl in
So
Tampa.
this is like the transitional anniversary of the NFL championship they used to play?
There you go.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
the transition.
Well, I like that.
But what if it's the
I'll
same?
give you credit. I'll use
But
it.
what if it's the same champion from last year? Is it really transitional?
Well, you think it's going to be the same champion from
I
last
haven't
year?
I have not given my announcement like I did this morning.
Listen, in Las Vegas, if you use the word
You mean a whole different.
it's a whole different thing.
It's funny you mention that because during our show this morning, which is a wrestling show, by the way, there is a former wrestler
Yeah.
who is now transgender.
Oh, really?
And we ran out of time to
Do
talk
they have
about
female wrestling now? Or?
it. Well, of course they do. They've always had
Well,
female
can they
wrestling.
compete? Because there's
There
a
is-
big argument going
There
on
is-
right now
there-
about that.
There is a female wrestler in AEW,
Yeah.
the big competition that has transitioned. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
7'3", 420 pounds.
So there's a picture
Used
of
to be called Rocky. Now it's Roxanne.
There you go. That's a picture of the current former wrestler who is now transitioned.
He should have stayed the way he was. Are
Send
you
your-
kidding me? Look at that.
Send your emails to Neil.
I'm not gay, but I would date him as the man versus the woman. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on
I don't
there.
understand
That's
what's going on there.
it's a unique decision. but
All right,
it's-
let's get
it's-
back to the Super Bowl, shall we, please? Okay, we'll give you the first shot. Give us a prediction for tomorrow and your reason behind it as we wind down today's show.
Oh, well, as much as I hate to say it as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I mean, we're always kind of just, disgruntled at this time of year. But my brother-in-law is a big Kansas City Chiefs fan, and Andy Reid used to coach the Eagles.
right.
I'd like to see him get another ring because he already has one, right? I mean, but
He's only got one.
yeah,
Correct.
so,
Yep.
yeah, but I'd like to see Kansas City take it home.
Now I'm going to go to you next.
Well, listen, I'm from New England.
I
I'm
was
from
going to say,
Boston.
I'm going to go, duh.
I have watched Tom Brady for 20 years be the GOAT.
Yep.
As much as KC is now, I think the spread is down to 1.5.
That's because their entire offensive line is on COVID list
I
right
know.
now, just about from a barber.
My opinion is this game is going to come down to who has the ball last. If Mahomes in Kansas City has the ball with 2 minutes to go driving, I pick KC. If Tampa has the ball with 2 minutes to go, how do you go against
You are
Tom
not
Brady?
running for politics. Give me an answer.
Tampa Bay by 3?
Thank you.
Ooh,
Jeez
that's
Louise.
close.
That is close. And just like earlier today, my other co-host also split. So I'm going to save it this way. I met Andy Reid at the Pro Bowl in 2009 when he was coaching the Eagles. Hell of a guy, great football knowledge. Love the opportunity. I have a picture in my archives of him. What they've done in Kansas City the last 2 years with Patrick, tremendous. However, part of that is because he has time with a great offensive line.
Yeah.
They've suffered injuries. They've got some COVID issues with our offensive line. There's two ways that's going to combat that. Number one, you need a running game, which they have runners to do. They're getting their big guy. They're getting their other guy back, Solette, whatever. And Mahomes has to keep moving.
Yeah.
But don't take anything away from the defensive front of the Buccaneers, anchored by Jason Pierre-Paul, used to be a Giant, and those guys. I think it would be a little bit of a shootout, but I am taking the Buccaneers, otherwise also because I'm rooting for the NFC for my Giants. But I just have a funny feeling with the banged-up offensive line, Mahomes can only do so much, and I really like the defensive line of the Bucs.
What's your over-under?
Probably I'll say 57 is the number that just jumped into my head.
Okay.
Oh, well.
I think they're going to score points.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a 17-10 Super Bowl. It can't be.
But Andy Reid is the king of like 3rd and 14, run into the flat. It's like that's
Andy Reid's
But with Patrick Mahomes, though, with
Yeah.
the potential on the Reid option, that's not a bad call for his team. That's
Andy Reid is the king
if they
of,
can get away from the center, they'll be all right.
That's right.
3rd and 1, and he throws a pass out in the flat that nobody saw coming.
Right, but when you have a guy like Mahomes and the kind of running backs that they have, you can do that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Now, real quickly, one last final football question for you. Eagles, Wentz back or not?
I don't know. I mean, they've got some work to do. I think it's more with if it's not him, they just at least need to get a combo with the receivers and whoever's behind the center. It needs to connect, and that hasn't happened in a long time.
Right.
It can't just be one guy leading the
Was
squad.
that North Dakota State? Did he come out of North Dakota State?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
D2.
He's great player.
He
so
is.
as long as he's got someone to throw to, I think.
But he
they'd
hasn't
be
been
all
the
right.
same since he hurt his leg
No.
when Foles went in,
Right.
and so I think there's a lot of
And
hesitation
Philly's
there.
always a tough. You get banged up in Philly with the way that their lineup is in
Yeah.
the NFC East. You have
Jalen
to.
Hurts, your quarterback of the future? Ooh.
I don't know yet. I don't know.
It's tough to tell. I think he got a raw deal in not being shown the support.
Where's the kid from Houston going to go?
You know, I've heard everything from, I'm going to say the two leading teams, in my opinion.
Yep.
In the NFC, I think the Bears. And if he goes to the AFC, he'll be in the green and white in the Jets. Because they have the most amount of stock to give.
Jets are going to take another quarterback in the draft.
Yeah,
They're
but
going to.
they can't afford to. You've already still trying to develop Darnold after 2 years. You can't take a guy, in my opinion.
Would he go to New England?
Who? Watson?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. If he does, he might, but I don't know, and I'll say why to this. New England's winter weather is a little tougher than Jersey, but considering he played indoors at Houston, going from an indoor team to an outdoor, I think they play in the dome in Houston. Maybe I'm wrong with that.
They
but
do,
a better
still.
weather quarterback like that in that climate versus playing 8 games in what could be 6 out of 8 games in horrendous winter weather.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a running quarterback. If he was a handoff guy, okay, maybe. I see him either the Jets in the AFC or because they got a lot of draft stock that they could give away, a couple of first
What's
rounds.
the difference in Jets and New England? It's still the same cold weather. I'm sorry.
A good team and a not so good team. I think that's the
correct.
Draft stock, but it is. Listen, you got to admit sometimes the winter up there is harsher than New York.
Oh yeah, all the time.
So that there's a little difference there. But those are my two. Listen, would I love to see him maybe a Giant? Even the Giants' name came up. Yeah, I'd love to, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's a pipe dream. But I say either Chicago or the Jets.
My sleeper, not to get into the football thing, but I'm going to.
Why not? We're already there.
I know. The kid from Alabama, the quarterback from Alabama.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but I know who you're talking about.
I think he's going to end up in New England. I think Belichick loves this kid.
He was a quarterback that transferred from Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he's been put down his whole career, and all he's done at similar to Tom Brady, is excel.
But that's why I think Tua Tagovailoa in Miami, former
said that
Alabama.
very well.
Don't ask me how I got it right the first time.
Wow.
He still has to prove himself. So the lineage of Alabama quarterbacks over the course of time, not the best.
No, that's
They're
correct.
not the best. Not
Joe
since,
Namath.
I was going to say, not since Joe Namath coming out of Alabama. But anyway, we digress. We'll talk about the Super Bowl next week. It's been a lot of fun kind of going all over the place. Great things from this young man sitting next to us, Lou Gazzara.
Tonight.
Tonight, please give it again. Plug
Tonight,
again.
8 p.m., Chianti Italian Restaurant, 4275 South Durango Drive, right here in Las Vegas. Rock, soul, blues. We're going to sing it all the nitty-gritty. I hope to see you there.
My wife and I may show up tonight.
Sounds
I'll
good.
talk to her. 'cause
There you go.
I'd
My
love
wife
to
is
see you
my
live.
wife is post-COVID stuff
I know,
only, so
I
I
know.
can't get out to save my life. Anyway, make sure as soon as we're done, you want to revisit anything that you saw of today's show, just go right to our Facebook page, hit the videos tab. You'll see that show here, or go to our website, twinbrothers.vegas, click on archive in the top right bar there, and our show will be up on our YouTube channel. Of course, while you're on the website, please feel free to visit our shop, get your Twin Brothers gear. Final thoughts as we go.
Lou, a pleasure. An absolute
Thank you.
pleasure getting
Thank
to meet
you, gentlemen, both
and
of
learn
you.
about
Thank you,
Appreciate
Lou.
it.
We're
It's
going to
been
have you
fun.
back because we barely touched the surface with you. We're going to have you back again.
This will be fun.
As always, please stay tuned to our guests. What's next week? We have who's next week? The 13th. Who's on the 13th? David. Thank you, David Kohlmeyer. He is the problem solver. Check him out, problemsolver.com. Former New York police officer, Hendon police officer, Henderson. He's associated with some attorneys firms here to help. He will be here. Plus, he's debuting a new show this Tuesday called The Problem Solver that I will be on helping to produce right after the Kiwanis Care Show at 11 a.m. Check it out right here on Go Live. Make sure you stay tuned to our Facebook page to see more about our upcoming guests.
Download the Go Live Vegas app. Put it on your phone. It's a 24/7 music station. I learned that again today.
He learned that today before he went on
right.
the air for the umpteenth time.
And it's got a number of the podcast, which is produced by my co-host Aaron Phillips.
Thank you.
Las Vegas Entertainer Hall of Fame inductee in 2018.
That and $5 still only buys me coffee at Starbucks. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time right here on Twin Brothers. And as I always like to say, be kind to everybody. We're all we have. Thank everybody for watching. Thank you, family. Be safe. Be happy. Where's that camera from all of a sudden? See ya. That, no, that.